Hey, this is Mrs. Van Cant from your school library. I want to introduce you to a resource that I love from our Prince William County Public Library. Remember, you can get a digital library card if you don't have one online by filling out the form online. And one of the great things you would have access to is something called Hoopla. So the public library with your card provides access to so many great services, and Hoopla is one of my favorites. So I had already searched before I came on Prince William Public Library Digital, brought me right to this page, and here are all of the digital resources in alphabetical order, and I had clicked on the H for Hoopla, and I'm going to go right to my Hoopla account, which is what it takes me to, my page, and this is what it looks like when I am in my Hoopla account. And here I have the books that I have checked out and I am reading. So the book I want to share with you today is The Last Musketeer by Stuart Gibbs. Now you're going to know Mr. Gibbs and his books because he's written so many of them that we have in our library. This is a shot of his page, and there's the Spy School series and these fun books here about the animals, Space Case series, which this was an award-winning book last year, nominated for awards. And then the one that I am really enjoying right now is The Last Musketeer. So I haven't purchased this book. I have just simply gone to my library, to my Hoopla account. It was there and I began reading it. Okay, really, I'm listening to it. Same as reading, right? Don't tell anybody. I'm going to let you hear a little bit of this story that I'm listening to.
Quote, "Take him to La Morte," the captain demanded with a sneer. The boy suddenly whipped his head back into the nose of the soldier who held him. The soldier howled in pain and released the boy. Valois attacked, but the boy snatched a swordfish off the table and defended himself with its spear-like nose, quickly disarming Valois. A cheer rose from the girls in the crowd.
It's exciting. I am loving this story. Out of all of his books, this is my favorite one so far. The Last Musketeer by Stuart Gibbs. The boy he's talking about, his name is Greg, and his family was on the brink of being totally without money when the Louvre, it's a huge museum in Paris, France. It looks like this, and they call his family and say, "We know your family has these antiques and we will purchase them for you." And the need the money, so they actually go to Paris, France to sell antiques to this museum, and they meet with a peculiar man, and the one antique he's really interested in, the parents do not want to sell. It's a necklace that Greg's mom has on, and this man that has contacted them to buy their antiques has met them in Paris at this museum, rips the necklace from his mom's neck and goes running through this huge building, this museum, the Louvre. So this museum used to be a palace, and what happens is as he goes through the building and into a portrait, he goes back in time, and Greg's parents and Greg follow him, and all of a sudden Greg finds himself in Paris, France in the 1600s. This is a palace once again, and his parents are captured by soldiers and arrested and accused of trying to assassinate the King of France. And so Greg escapes and he's trying to save them, and that's when he runs into the Three Musketeers. Now, the Three Musketeers is actually a story by Alexandre Dumas. He's a French writer that wrote about these three rogue people who did good and saved people. And in this story by Stuart Gibbs, he uses the Three Musketeers. Well, Greg actually brings them together to save his parents. At least that's what they're trying to do. I haven't got that far in the story just yet. And it is just a wonderful story to listen to. So I am really enjoying it. I will be finishing it in 3 days because I have a feeling when this book returns, someone else is on the waiting list for it. Hey, thanks for letting me share with you today. I hope you'll find something that you like on Hoopla too. Take care.